Again, if you think that's what I'm doing.
Well, what I would like to know what you think you're doing.
Oh,
Where does it get you? When you say, "Why are you following John Stamos?" I bet you guys got together after I left LA. What is that you're saying? We're now. You think we're writing partners? Is that what you think?
no, this would no.
Do you think we opened a tobacco shop together? What are
No,
you thinking?
Like if this was like a movie or sitcom, it'd be funny if like he walked in and sat down and talked and we settled everything. Like if everything got settled, like
It
oh
would
look
be
who's
so
here.
embarrassing because he'd look at me and be like, literally throw up on the table and be like, "How dare you think of me like that?"
Oh really? You think that less of yourself? But yet,
No, but I mean, it's like I didn't marry you because I could get John Stamos.
if you knew before we were getting married,
Is it a time up? Is time up yet?
isn't it time up? Isn't the time up?
What? Oh, you correcting me? Is it?
Yes.
Oh, how refreshing!
Well, I do love you, and I
Go
think
shit in a bucket.
I had a dog once. I had a Saint Bernard, and when I was painting houses, me and Jeff were upstairs painting. We came down, and there was a 5-gallon bucket, and my Saint Bernard shit in the bucket like it was a toilet. Swear to God, right in the bucket. It was fucking great. The dog shat in the bucket.
Well, I'm glad I could.
Bring up that.
Yeah.
See how you come around. You start.
Take you
work
down
yourself
memory
up.
lane.
So you start and work yourself up for no reason at all.
What's my dog pooping story? Do you know it?
What?
I know I've told it to you many times.
You and John Stamos were walking through the park. Tell me, you never told me a dog pooping story. Are you mad? Are you looking mad?
You just said moments ago, I won't do it anymore. And then you just did it.
I meant Amos, John Amos. Amos from What's Happening. Sometimes I mix up. All right, so what's your dog story? Quit looking at me all like weird. Like if you had a gun, would you shoot me?
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. My daydreams all involve stabbing.
Oh, so it's your dog pooping story, because that's what people want to hear. Is it funny?
Yeah, sitting on a park bench at night, or a bus bench or whatever, and this guy came by. This guy came by walking his dog, and the dog was pooping like kind of right in front of me, and I was like, and then the guy I guess like was tired of waiting for the dog to finish, so he grabbed the poop out of the dog's butt and pulled it out.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, and the dog went.
Get out of here.
Yes.
That's a gross story. That's not really yours. That's gross.
Yeah.
What'd you say to him? You didn't say anything? Hey.
They put that back. Yeah, that's what I said.
Did this happen?
That's not yours.
I can't believe I've never heard that story because you tell me a lot, like most of your stories.
I have told you that story.
You told me your stories.
I've told that story lots of times.
You tell me your stories like 3 or 4 times. Like you'll tell me a story that you've already told me 4 or 5 times, but you'll tell it to me like you've never told it to me. You'll tell it to me like you've never told it to me before.
Well, sometimes I tell you like I've never told you before, and you act like you've never heard it before. So I go with.
Well,
that.
I don't want to cut you off and go, "Hey, I heard that," because that's It's
yeah. You don't like being rude. I forgot. You're the epitome of good manners. Oh,
I pretty much
that's
am.
right.
You don't think I have good manners?
No, I don't.
Oh, really? I don't hold the door for people?
No.
All the time.
Certainly not me.
All the time.
Do I constantly have to be like Rich? I'm holding every single package and bag and everything.
I didn't say packages or bags.
And you never turn around and go, "Oh, can I get something?"
No, I said the door. Packages and bags are a different story.
Oh, so just if you hold the door, that's the epitome of good manners? Nothing else?
I have good manners.
No, you don't.
I was raised with good
This is the thing
manners.
that's so frustrating about you, is that, like, you don't even know yourself at all.
You know, I'm going to tell you how you don't know yourself. About 10 minutes ago, you go, "Oh, you're picking your nose." 2 seconds later, you started picking your nose.
You see? It's contagious, you pig.
See? You love to point the finger at exactly everything
right
you do.
after I pick my nose, I do.
After everything you complain about me about, like out in public, like when I'm aggressive to a stupid waitress or counter person or someone.
But even just you like admitting that is like nice. It feels good because you don't admit that you're a bully. A lot
I'm
of
not
times
a
you're
bully.
a bully to like
I'm not
young
a
people.
I'm not a bully. I'm not
You
a bully.
are.
You're the one who says you hate teenagers. You say it all the
I
time.
know, but I don't say it to their faces.
That's because you're Canadian.
I hold it in. No, that's what people do. They talk behind people's backs, not to the. They don't tell them what they hate about them to their face. Or this isn't. You got to learn the art of passive aggressive.
No, because if you keep burying everything and locking it, you explode like you did before, and you run away. Okay, with your sister, I told you how to deal with her.
Are we done yet?
No.
I can't go through this every
What?
week. You're bullshit.
What?
Are we done? Go
No.
ahead. Keep telling me.
No.
I got stuff to do. What?
No, I can't sit and do this looking at you with your eyes closed.
What?
And
How much time do we have left? Just so I know.
Probably about a half an hour.
No.
Oh, easily.
Why? Why do we have to do that long?
No, we'll do like 15 more minutes. But let's get happy. Let's do some happy stuff. Let's talk about good things. Things that we like.
Oh, I'm following John Stamos, and he's really funny. Oh, you want to know what he tweeted the other day? No, this is good. This is going to make you laugh.
Do you want to talk about our movie? About how people react to it? No? I think we're getting positive feedback.
Yeah, people like it, so just let them like it. I don't want to
You don't want to
build it up to some extreme thing.
Want to talk about the guy that won't send me the $400 and he comes up with a new excuse every day?
No, I have to live that every day. You on the phone.
See,
I would just deal with it differently.
He texted me today and said...
Oh, so I said no, thank you, and you go ahead and do it. Okay, go ahead.
He said,
Why do you ask if you're just going to do whatever you want to do?
Okay, we won't talk about that. He said, I'm mailing it today. This is the fourth or fifth time he said he's mailing it. 1 week he was at the hospital with his 2 kids that got in an accident, a skateboard accident, and then that's why he didn't mail it. And then the following week he goes, I didn't mail it. I was in the hospital with my kid. I go, what are the odds that 2 weeks in a row that your kids keep going to the hospital?
Well,
right?
He's a drunk, so maybe he's...
That's what I'm trying to get to on this. How people's alcoholism or when alcohol, how they affect other people. How I live across the country from this guy, and his alcoholism totally affected me. You know, being that I was supposed to work for him this weekend that just passed. I was supposed to make a certain amount of money. Maybe I wasn't selling enough tickets. Maybe I was. Maybe there wasn't even a chance to. But all I know is I never went, and I lost a whole weekend's worth of work because of his alcoholism. Don't you agree? Mm-hmm. Are you not talking?
Yeah, I'm just listening. This is really...
What? Let's talk about something else then. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like I've been through a roller coaster already.
You can't have dead air.
Why not? Nobody's listening. Did you get that?
People are listening. This is going to be the biggest hit. This
Your
podcast
hope nauseates me.
So Bonnie wrote all day today. Your bracelet on a couple projects.
Yeah.
You wrote all day, and I'm gonna reward you.
Oh, okay. What?
Go to Kohl's. We can go to Kohl's, or we'll go to Walmart. All right.
Kohl's or Walmart? Well, Kohl's has a nicer bathroom.
So you emailed your sister. Her sister and my sister are kind of the same. Our older sisters. They're very powerful, aggressive people, and Bonnie had a little confrontation.
Well, my sister is the head of some fetal alcohol. It's actually FASD, but fetal alcohol syndrome disorder. I don't know what all the letters stand for. It's fetal alcohol. You know, she's like really into it, so she thinks that like she identifies people as FAS all the time. George Bush. Do you know that?
Oh, she said to it.
Like, but not as a joke, not as like, I bet he, like, you know, people I'm sure said that. He's got fetal alcohol, this guy. No, she really said it. And I was like, you should put it on your website. But anyway, so she's made a lot of positive changes and things and helped a lot of people. And, but she works for a charity and she gets paid, obviously, to work for the charity, but she still wants you to believe she's Mother Teresa. Even though, like, oh, she's got a nice big house and a boat and stuff, And from the charity. Anyway, she wants Rich and I to come back to Canada to do a big fundraising show for her charity.
And a golf tournament.
And celebrity golf tournament. Which Rich is in a lot of celebrity golf tournaments. Remember the last one we did in South Carolina?
Yeah.
And then you came back to the room and you were complaining.
About what? Oh, the people they stuck me with?
Yeah, you go, oh, I'm so disappointed. The people they stuck me with are terrible golfers. And I said, well, think about how disappointed they are that you're their celebrity.
They stuck me with 3 girls who never played golf on a tournament, and it's best ball. Like, everybody hits their shot. Then you go to the best one, and it's 3 girls that never played. So before we even started, I said, listen, you 3 play your best ball. You 3 do whatever you want. I'm just going to play my own round. Because I'm not going to sit and wait till they hit it 5 feet, then another 8 feet. It was driving me nuts. One, it was hot as hell in Hilton Head. And then, so I said, you 3, do what you want. I'm just going to play my own round. And then the next day, I was with other guys. They were New York cops or firemen, first responders or something. And they were nice guys and stuff. But one guy he didn't stop talking. He kept asking me questions about you. He was driving me nuts. He kept this. And he must have asked about 15 questions. Because after you did your show the night before, which was very good, that you did with Robert Irvine.
Yeah. The celebrity
remember
chef.
The tall guy that was outside? He was bothering you in the hall, and he was probably a nice guy. It's just I'm trying to play golf. I don't need a million questions. That's why when I play with strangers. I played with a guy today. He didn't bring up anything. We just played. We didn't talk about work. We didn't talk about anything. Next thing you know, I get home. He emails me, said it was great playing with you. So he had to know who I was because he must have went to my website and emailed me through my website. So
that's like the best thing. That's the best of all possible outcomes for you. Is that he knew who you were, didn't talk to you, but you still got the compliment with the email.
No, but we talked about golf.
That's exactly how you want. You want people from a distance just to be like.
No, I'll talk.
You would just wish everyone would walk by you and nod, like I know who you are. But then keep going, right?
When I'm playing golf, I don't want to talk about work. That's why I tell them, a lot of them, that I'm an FBI profiler, because this way, they won't bother me. I mean, I do get a lot of FBI profiling questions.
I'm sorry, I would ask more questions to an FBI profiler than I would to a comedian.
Yeah, but that way at least it's fun, and I get to lie all day and make mistakes, but they don't know because I'm a profiler. So this guy, we talk golf.
But I'm the one who's insidious. Okay, I got it. Go ahead.
All right, it's back to you. Victim. So what about your sister now? What about your sister?
Ow.
Yeah, she wants us to play in the... And we already did do...
Yeah, we did the first fundraiser that she ever did, and they got bigger and bigger every year.
We flew up.
And, and she... we had a couple of ideas for the show so that she could do it the way that to make a good show. And, of course, when we got there, she changed it all and wanted to... put an intermission in and no MC and all this crap.
And an auction in
the middle of our shows. And luckily, if it was just me, I would have just caved and complained about her later. But that is one good situation. I did enjoy watching the two of you kind of battle it out there. And then Rich, she kept saying to Rich, "You'll be fine." Whenever you usually make a suggestion for the show, she would just go, "You'll be fine." So condescending. So Rich went and organized the show behind her back and just started it and did it without her consent. And it worked out fine. The show was great. It was annoying that we had to deal with her, but it worked out well. And we didn't get paid for that show. We did get paid our travel, but we didn't get paid. Did
they pay our travel, or did we pay our travel?
I think they paid our rental car.
Did we fly ourselves up there?
I can't remember. I really honestly don't remember.
We didn't have a kid.
We did not at that time.
We weren't even married, were we? No.
I don't know.
No.
Anyway,
Oh, well, and here's the thing.
point is.
Well, wait, real quick though.